Previously on The Last Door. Jeremiah Devitt receives a mysterious letter from his childhood friend Anthony Beechworth. He travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns of Anthony's descent into madness and the death of his wife, Anna Beechworth. Devitt faces the perils of the house and finally finds the dead body of his friend, who committed suicide. Anthony's final letter warns Devitt of an unknown danger and asks him to remember his past by going back to the boarding school they both attended years back. Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Last Door, Episode 2. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Ah yes, another wonderful intro. Look at all these crucifixes. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us each day our daily bread. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive our debtors. And a reminder, I have already played this episode and the rest of Season 1, so the reason I'm not reacting to this like a new player is because I have seen this story before. But Season 2 will be completely blind. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Alright, Episode 2. We're going to a school. Now, tell me, where are you? What do you see? I don't remember there being whispers, or not whispers, breathing sound effects. Alright, so our old school is apparently in this spooky woods past this tree with a face. Oh, I thought I'd just disappeared. Uh-oh. Who is it? Is it Anthony? Answer me! It's nobody. That's just a branch. Let's looking at this. That's some weird, neat, weird branch shadow imagery. What is she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. Oh, was he quivering? I think he might have been quivering. Is he quivering, or is it just the screen moving? Nope, it's just the screen moving. I don't actually remember this sequence. When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1, 2. Okay, 3. Now, wake up, wake up. You can rest now, Mr. Devitt. That will be enough for today. Are these sessions really necessary? I am confident that this is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? So as in, Freud therapy? Or something? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? I struggled to find adequate words. It looked like an eye. It was like an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I've ever heard. Inside, a complete darkness, where an evil dwells deep below. Forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep down inside our being. In my case, that fear is already awoken. Quite eloquent for somebody who's just woken up from a hypnotherapy session. I can understand why you're disturbed, Mr. Devitt. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years who is more versed in modern psychological practices. And remember, this game takes place around 1900, late 1800s, something like that. So it's like, I don't think Freud had even done his stuff yet. I think his knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. If you think it would help, Doctor, I leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. An A-list voiced actor I am not. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have let your wife Anna die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Were your words a result of increasing loss of sanity? In your letter, you wrote that someone awaits me. Warning to ward me from a genuine danger, or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity? Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easy again until I go back to that boarding school and find out what secrets may lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. This is some really neat art. So simple, yet so emotional. I really like games with pixel art like this. I mean, modern games, not a big fan of NES games. Episode 2, Memories. We're about to go into this creepy school. An old, quite damaged mailbox. Oh, I can take stuff from it. There's a postcard inside this mailbox. Dear Matthew, it has been several months and still I've heard no news from you. My brother insists you have abandoned me, but I'm sure you remain true. This must be a woman's writing. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and the honesty of your eyes. I got this address from a hospital in London and pray that it reaches you safely. If that is the case, I want you to know that I will always be waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. And it either wasn't sent or it was just sent very recently and hasn't been picked up yet. There's nothing else inside the mailbox. What is this? Oh, it's mailbox. Having to wait for the screen to scroll to click again and keep walking is bugging me a little bit. I wish I could use the arrow keys. The Angel Gabriel, the school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but it looks neglected and dirty now. That will happen over time, especially with stone. What's this? Pixel hunting? A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off in the fountain. Can I pick it up? I can. That's the thing about these games is you gotta click on the innocuous pixels. Because there may be collectibles. I can go in, I can go around. Let's go around back. The door is locked from the inside. A locked wood coffin, badly finished. It seems that whoever made it was a bit rushed to finish. Should it be whoever or whomever? The things we worry about. What's up, Gravedigger? Good evening. I hope you are right, and this turns out to be indeed a good evening. Do not know why I gave him that voice. My name is Devitt. I did not know there was a graveyard here. My pleasure, Mr. Devitt. I'm Frank Baldwin. Do not ask me why, but Monsignor specifically ordered me to bury the corpses here. Why? I do not understand. Did he order to bury corpses here? What is there to understand, Mr. Devitt? God has forsaken this place. Ah, don't you know? Here we take care of patients. I'm an old alumnus. Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking to him. I'm an old alumnus. I used to attend the school. It's been a long time since this is not a boarding school anymore. The building is now used as a nursing home run by nuns. A former student there. I never heard anybody in the village speak fondly of the school. They say it closed overnight, though nobody knows why. Not a lot was known about it. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening, alumnus Devitt. A grave, recently dug, still being dug. This small group of graves has been haphazardly arranged. Gotta keep clicking if I want to keep moving. Oh, I can just go over there? There's another place over here, apparently. The cliff somehow looks very inviting. I wonder how many poor souls have jumped from it. Ugh. That's creepy. A piece of old fishing net, which I can take, because I just pick up. I'm a good community servant, and I pick up litter. Many years adrift have perfectly smoothed this flotsam into a small log. It smoothed wood into a log? Okay. Like wood is kind of already a log when it falls off the tree, but okay. The Lost Pilgrim, a sea stack older students at the school used to climb. Somewhere up there are my initials. Cool. That's a neat touch of character. Oh, walk. Alright, back here to the front of the place, and it's time to go in. Hello, Miss Nun. Pardon, excuse me, sister? Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. Devitt? I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. Devitt, this has stopped being an academic institution a long time ago and is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to Mr. Devitt? I'm afraid that we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. In addition, there is little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed down. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly, but you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. Devitt? Passage of time, help me remember. I prefer not to talk about it. Well, if we tell her the truth, it's kind of just like we're trying to remember something very horrifying and disturbing that drove people to kill themselves. So do I want to say that? Prefer not to talk about it. She's not going to want to let us in. But I do remember, I think it doesn't matter what you choose. She's just not going to let us in. I'll just say this one. To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important for me, but it is. A lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Devitt. I'll allow you to stay around here. I hope I won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. Oh. Oh, I guess I can. I can go in. I thought she was gonna make us do a side quest. Where are you? Among the baggages, I can see a packet of letters bound by twine.
I ask you not to touch my belongings, please. You're not aware who you are talking to.
No, I'm sorry. Doctor. I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor.
Pay him no mind. He has been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinge, and this is my brother, Matthew.
Juliet, why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? My letters.
You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his fiancée. He won't accept that she left him months ago. My poor Matthew.
I'm very sorry, Miss Vinge. I hope he recovers.
Thank you.
We have evidence suggesting otherwise, because this one, this is from Juliet, and she hasn't heard from him. And so that, I bet these letters are also from her. Or they're his letters. And someone has been, maybe this B word has been keeping the letters so they couldn't talk to each other. A picture of Saint Camillus de Lay, patron saint of the sick, hospitals, and nurses. He seems to have forsaken this place. Some bandages and other medical equipment, nothing of interest. Photographs of people, most likely family and friends of this bed's previous resident. A magazine entitled Weird Tales. That's where H.P. Lovecraft published, if I recall my literary history. Are you alright, ma'am?
There was a rhythmic sound like a breathing.
What do you mean?
It was last night. I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough like tree bark brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall, like a growing shadow. I lit the lamp and there was nothing.
I'm sure it was just a nightmare, madam. He is quite pale, young boy. He is asleep. Please, someone, piety.
I'm sorry, you cannot be here.
Is there some way I can help?
Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He'll provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there, next to the statue of Our Lady. Don't you think she is beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need.
A gloomy statue of the Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful, if that is possible. Is this the back door? I unlocked the door. Yep. A picture of the Virgin Mary gazing at you, supposedly to portray a sympathy and compassion for you. However, she seems to look more pained and sorrowful here. And I did realize that there were words appearing over the bed, and I didn't see what it was. I remember that we used to keep here some textbooks. Now there's a music box. Can I take it? Haha. The wooden stick is too thick to use it for winding the music box. I would need something thinner. Yeah, it's literally a log. Stone ornament. No, I would break it. Oh, geez, this room gives me chills, probably because it's where the end of the chapter is, I think. It's been a long time. I remember, I've played these chapters before, but I don't remember them all that well. Dear brother, I've received your letter and I'll try to write you more frequently. I hope you're studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father's in bed with fever and I do not feel very well, but I'm on medication. Today is my birthday and I'm feeling blue. It's a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mama's going to cook a lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. I wish we could eat it together. Right back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you're doing, what you're learning, how is Scotland, and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. Your dear sister. Creepy, slightly creepy rug on the floor. I don't know. Maybe it's just creepy because I'm thinking of the end of the chapter. The books on these shelves are old and musty. Theology is the dominant subject. There's an old sentence written on the board. In death there is hope, in death there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. Somehow I doubt that's actually written on the board right now. It looks like it's been there for years, though the chalk has faded in some places. That was creepy. Is he having a hallucination, maybe? I'm kinda creeped out. That is why I'm playing this game, after all. This organ music isn't helping. Or it is helping if the goal is to be creepy. He's yelling piety. Well, I gave you the postcard. Mr. Vinge, I think this letter is addressed to you.
Oh, thank you. Leave it with me, if you be so kind. As you can see, my brother is too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see who's written to you. Oh, it's a letter from our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you're recovering. I wish that your beloved sister and you come back home soon. Do you remember the good times when we all lived together?
A bunch of medical reports. This is very creepy. I think she got. Oh, didn't stop us from going up here. I thought the mother nun stopped us from going somewhere. A dusty old tapestry of the Virgin Mary with baby Jesus in her arms. A worn out and faded tapestry of Jesus Christ. An old mirror that hardly reflects. A syringe next to a flask with a label that reads morphine. I can't take it. One of the humble beds where the nuns sleep. That's not... I was gonna say that's not safe in a place like this, but actually this is exactly the place where morphine should be, because it's a hospital. One of the humble beds where the nuns sleep. On the upper shelf of the antique cupboard, a well-worn Bible and rosary beads gather dust. Got a pixel hunt, Because you never know which pixel is an item. Through the big open window, dust-cold wind freezes the room. Good evening, sister. Sister?
All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers unanswered.
What do you mean, sister?
All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign, for something that can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me?
And here, I remember this choice. What is this choice? Like, there's two ways you can say the Lord works in mysterious ways, or maybe there is no Lord. One of them is like, shut up and stop thinking. And the other is, well, forget your whole life. It's all been a lie. The first time I played this, I chose this option. So this time I'll do this one. The Lord works in mysterious ways, sister.
Certainly, yes, but I don't ask for much, just something to go on, a path to follow. I can't go on, not like this. Excuse me, sir.
That's right. So, word of advice, you don't have to take this if you don't want to, but it's a bad idea to put all your trust and hope in a story, even if that story has been told for thousands of years. Another tapestry, though I remember from my school days the student dormitory was here. Can I cut through it with the log? A wooden stick is not sharp enough to cut through the tapestry. What about stone ornament? No. Log net. Net up the stick. Tying the net to the stone. The music in this game is beautiful. Just a couple of old towels. The shower is old and rusty and poorly maintained. The old rusty pipe communicates with other areas in the house. Oh, you remember what I said about pixel hunting? There's a puddle in the shower hole with something shining under the grating. I cannot see it properly. I can't pick it up either, apparently. 1 pixel. 1 pixel. A broken mirror. There's a protruding piece. Oh yeah, got something sharp. Let's cut up the net. Let's cut up the ornament. Cut up the log. The mirror is too thick to pin it in the wood, and it also seems fragile. I could break it if I force it. Cut up the music box. Cut up the painting. The mirror chunk is sharp, but too weak to cut the tapestry. It might break. Okay. You still here? Sister.
Please, I just want to be alone.
I think I should take this from you, ma'am. I think I should take the morphine from you. Just saying. You have anything new to say? Do you take care of the patients here?
Of course, Mr. Devitt. We tend to both the physical and spiritual needs of those in our care.
Did Monsignor already live here?
Indeed, he was still priest and professor before he became Monsignor and started to lead this place.
Could I talk to Monsignor?
I'm afraid that's impossible. Monsignor has left strict instructions that he is not to be disturbed, not even by any of the sisters.
Who is Mr. Baldwin?
Monsignor instructed me to take him on as a caretaker. Many of the sisters find him a bit strange, but he performs his work well and complains little.
Mother Elizabeth, Mr. Baldwin told me that lately a lot of patients are dying. What's happening? Sadly, the Lord is taking many of these unfortunate souls. Mother Elizabeth. Oh, wait, I just read that? Ah, the cursor was over it, so it didn't look like it was the same color as these. Thank you, Mother. I'll leave you with your duties. She's not gonna let... Ah, there we go. That's the room she doesn't let me in. Let's see if there's anything new over here. And let's pixel hunt while we're at it. Nope, doesn't look like it. I wish I could fast run. Do you have anything new to say, Mr. Baldwin? Who's Monsignor?
I cannot rightly say. After all these years, I've never seen the man. Who knows, maybe he does not exist.
Mother Elizabeth told me that Monsignor specifically requested your hiring by letter.
I'm flattered my reputation precedes me, but I still cannot tell you anything about the man.
I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening.
Have a nice evening.
Alright, anything new at the beach? Nope, doesn't look like it. Can I smash this with the log? Can I smash it with the mirror? Can I show people things? Can I show you the mirror? Can I show you the music box? Mirror? 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 So this is his sister, and she wants him to stop thinking about his fiancée so that they can... Because she wants to monopolize all his attention. That is not a healthy relationship, girl. That's manipulative. Here, you look at your reflection.